Marine reacts to SCP-682, also known as the hard-to-kill reptile, and his object class is Keter by TheVolgun. Now, I'm recording this in between classes, so that's why today's video is going to be a little bit short. I'm going to try to upload another short one, maybe in the late evening, but we'll just see how that goes. And as always, I will be leaving the link to the channel and original video down below in the description, so go ahead and have a look at that. So as you all know, I'm a big fan of TheVolgun, but I am going to start branching out into other channels just to kind of see what their take on these SCPs are, and it kind of gives me just a fresh perspective. But I will be bouncing back and forth between TheVolgun and them. Like, I've seen a couple that look really interesting. SCP Illustrated. I know about Evan Royalty. There's another SCP one that they had that was a little older than the ones I originally saw, Overlord and Dollhouse, called First Contact. So I'll be reacting to that here pretty soon. The Exploring series also looks very interesting. And I've heard that the Tats Tops videos, they actually have like little like live interviews and actually talk to these SCP. So with this SCP, I've mentioned before that why didn't they just blow it up with the missile or something? Someone commented that really wouldn't work, and when you see why, you'll understand. So I'm very curious as to what he meant about that. I'm assuming this guy is like insanely hard to kill, obviously. So before we get started though, go ahead and click that like button. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe. I'm posting up daily. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I do upload. I usually upload on a daily basis, sometimes even twice a day, typically editing them and recording them in the morning. So that way, when it's in the late afternoon, y'all get all for it. Y'all can enjoy it at your leisure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see how hard it is to actually kill this reptile.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Oh, it's a different voice.
Those of you who don't know, my name is Agent Max Lombardi, Senior Agent Max Lombardi. For reasons I can't go into right now, Researcher Miller is still out of action. So I'm going to be taking this little, I don't know, what is it called? Classroom session. So, skip we're going to be looking at today is an old favorite, SCP-682.
Who's 409?
Object Class Keter. Special containment procedures. SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. At this time,
is that bad?
No means available to SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only able to cause massive physical damage. SCP-682 should be contained within a 5 meter by 5 meter
massive
by 5
damage,
meter
so I'm
chamber,
assuming he can regenerate then.
25 centimeter reinforced acid-resistant steel plate lining all inside surfaces. The containment chamber.
Does he spit out acid? Oh
hydrochloric
no.
acid.
Oh, he's filled with acid. Okay.
SCP-682 was submerged and incapacitated. Any attempts of SCP-682 to move, speak, or containment breach should be reacted to quickly and with full force.
So any little thing he does, keeping him in kind of a coma state.
Personnel are forbidden to speak to SCP-682. Fear of provoking a rage state. All unauthorized personnel attempting to
so he's a little unstable.
SCP-682 will be restrained and removed by force.
Why would they try to talk to him though?
Due to its frequent attempts at containment breach, difficulty of containment and incapacitation, and high threat of Foundation exposure, SCP-682 is to be contained in sight.
We don't even know where he's at.
The best of its resources to maintain all land within 50 kilometers clear of human development. Kind of simple. Okay, let's move on. Description. SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptile creature of unknown origin. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with SCP-79 during their limited time of exposure.
I've heard of 79, I still haven't seen what it is though.
SCP-682 appears to have hatred of all life.
Sounds like the Plague Doctor.
Which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. See Addendum 682-B. We're going to take a listen to that in a moment, so sit tight. SCP-682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, reflexes, though exact levels vary with its form. 682's physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size as it consumes or sheds material. SCP-682 gains energy.
Couldn't he outgrow his containment then?
Organic or inorganic. Digestion seems to be aided by a set of filtering gills inside of SCP-682's nostrils, which are able to remove usable matter from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid it's containing. SCP-682's
This guy's starting to sound overpowered.
abilities and
Or
resilience
Reptile, I mean.
are staggering. And SCP-682 has been seen moving and speaking, with its body 87% destroyed or rotted.
Can it feel the pain? Like, does it feel
In
pain?
case of containment breach, SCP-682 is to be tracked and recaptured by all available mobile task forces, and no teams with fewer than 7 members are cleared to engage it. To date, attempted breaches have numbered at 17, while successful breaches have numbered at 6. Alright, let me get
How
this
does he end up
one
capturing
here.
him, though, as soon as he breaks out?
There we go. Okay, this is Addendum 682B, portion of recorded transcript of... and play.
Now, why did you kill those fathers? If you don't talk now, we will remove you from this attempt and place you back.
This guy's awfully calm.
Pardon? Speak up. Move the mic up closer. That microphone only has so much gain. Move closer to it. His throat's messed up, man. Look at it. He ain't talking.
The hell?
Yeah. Pretty fucked up, right? Okay, so this is Addendum 682D. Breaches with 682. Listen, I'm gonna level with you here. You can see this right now. Pretty much all of it is redacted. It's just a big bundle of redacted. I'll give you the shortened version.
Holy
Alright.
shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Handled by Agent Redacted. Personnel, insert number here. Kill. That's all you need to know. All you need to know. Unless anybody here knew somebody called D211.
Huh.
Anyone? I didn't think so. Alright.
I'm very curious as to everything that they've tried in order to kill this guy.
-E.
Or Reptile, I mean.
Termination option.
Reptile.
Log of events 682E18. Dr. attempts to use SCP-409 on SCP-682. General.
Okay.
And Dr. observing. 0400 hours. Exposure. SCP-682 began to tear at the point of contact, causing massive trauma to the area.
Gotta figure out who SCP-409 is.
SCP-682 requests several times to know what it's been exposed to. 0800 hours. Crystallization begins,
Crystallization.
spreading much slower than normal. 1200 hours.
Like on him?
SCP-682 shows signs of extreme pain and begins having seizures. 1300 hours. Crystallization stops at 62% conversion.
It does look like a crystal, doesn't
Crystallized
it?
area explodes, causing massive physical trauma to SCP-682. 1400 hours. SCP-682 recovers from exposure. Despite the loss of all limbs and organs, SCP-682 begins regeneration.
I wonder if he mentally has to start this regeneration process, or if it's just something that kind of happens automatically.
All staff involved in Event 682-E18. SCP-682 appears to now be immune to SCP-409. The use of other SCP items to terminate SCP-682 must now be first tested on samples of 682 before full-scale testing. It's
So
just
he can build
common sense.
immunities.
In accordance, the
It's giving me like
doctor's
Doomsday vibes.
recommendations, see document 27B-6, Dr. and Dr. have requested permission to attempt the termination of SCP-682 using SCP-689. The request is currently pending approval. It is also being suggested by Dr. Gears to use SCP-182 in an attempt to communicate with SCP-682.
I really gotta start expanding my knowledge
SCP-182 has expressed reluctance
to other
and refuses
SCPs.
to enter the
At least so I have a frame of
containment
reference of
chamber
what it
SCP-682.
looks like.
if at all possible. 182's got a real good head on his shoulders, trust me. You ask me, stick it in a spaceship, jettison it into space, make sure it doesn't hit the sun. You hear that? Make sure it doesn't hit the sun. All right. Well, folks, it's been a pleasure.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about that for a minute. Now, I know it was a shorter video than normal, but obviously time constraints right now are going to be a little difficult, but they shouldn't happen too often. There's so much with this SCP, because I remember seeing the picture that they have on it, but I never knew what it was. Just like with the sculpture, like you see pictures of it. I don't know. I'm very curious to see like what they've used to try to kill him. I'm pretty sure there is other videos out there that have shown this. I also found a video about it that's a little longer, like about 17 minutes from the Tats Tops videos, and I heard that those have like a little bit of animation in it. So very curious to see if that explains to any more like what they've actually tried. Like obviously I don't know about nukes, that would have some repercussions, but I mean, like say, have they tried shooting them into the sun? Have they tried shooting it out into space? But then it reminds me, like they say that he can grow in size. I don't remember if they said exactly if he could just grow in size like that, or if he has to like consume stuff, which would give him energy in order to be able to get bigger. And then at that point, they don't specify whether or not how big he can actually get, so he could just start eating planets, man. I mean, he's escaped like 6 times sometimes out of like 17. I'm very curious to see how they actually help take him down, because this doesn't seem like an easy task, despite whatever mobile task force they have trying to go after him. I'm finding out that this is a pretty popular SCP as well, just like with the sculpture, just because like of its backstory. So there's got to be more information as to like just what they try to kill him. They said that he has a hate for life. I'm curious as to why. What might be the reasoning? And if they say he's intelligent, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be just like the Plague Doctor, very vague, or the adult SCP one that I also did. They're going to be very vague on what their meaning of whatever it is that they're doing. So I mean, then again, it allows you to draw your own conclusions, make up your own theories. So later on, if you guys want to, I'll react to the Tats Tops videos on SCP-682. That way I can try to get a different point of view from a different channel, to see kind of what they have to offer as far as like information, and maybe a little more things that maybe weren't included in this video. So until then, that's it for this video. Go ahead and leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't like it. It really helps me improve the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I upload on a daily basis, and go ahead, comment down below if you really like these SCP videos. I'll continue to do them. As you can tell from some earlier videos, I also respond to and react to military videos. I had one from a guy who commented. I don't know if he deleted it or whatnot, but he wanted me to react to the Philippines special military training. Obviously I can't find the comment anymore, so I can't find the link that he posted. But yeah, anything military wise, I'm always down to react to it, provide my own knowledge and my own time in the Marine Corps when I was in. So go ahead and comment that down below. And until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.